Excellent. All right. This character is Alan Mathison, and Alan Mathison is in a Triglavian ship here in a structure, a Ritaru mining structure in the system of uh, Auvikan. So this is what the structures and the ships look like at this point in time. And we are just a couple of jumps away from. I'm going to bring the sound down here. We're just a couple of jumps away from Auvikan, and so we're going to be able to see that with no problem. All right, so I will undock. And this ship comes out, and you're going to see it leaving the structure. We have visual billboards, etc. All right, so just so you're aware, this in the upper left-hand corner is a display of where we are in the Eve universe, the star cluster. This is chat areas. These are the people within this star system. Over here on the right, you have an overview of what's in the system in terms of planets, stargates, etc. And here, these are all you can set them up the way you want it. These are the drones that are in my area. This is a combat cruiser that we're flying, and this is a set of what we have on the ship: shields, an afterburner, an armor repairer, weapons salvager, things like that. So we are going to start moving towards the Kasuga jump gate. We just have a couple of jumps to go before we get to Auvikan. Very, very easy to control. This is just mouse. Combat within Eve is a point and click type of thing, which really does not make it unexciting at all. Here's an example of a jump gate. When you jump into a system, you jump into the system in that jump gate. Actually, see if I can find it. And I'm failing on finding that. Ah, there it is. There it is. But you jump in and you're cloaked. It's called a jump cloak. And we can start moving towards the Auvikan gate. So we start moving, the cloak falls away, and we zoom off. Now, you're always in PvP in EVE Online. If a player wants to try to kill you, they can. Depending on where you are in the star cluster, there are certain areas: high sec, low sec, null sec. High sec, which is where we are right now, is a a lawful area. The space police will get you if you try to do anything unlawful. Low sec, not so much. Null sec is the Wild West. So we'll see what goes on here. All right, we're going to. This is where we're looking at the Upwell prototype construction facility. We're going to go to this Astor House structure first of all, which is very near it, and get the lay of the land. Let's see if we can use a probe scanner to see what's going on here. This is Guristas are pirate NBC pirates. These are combat areas. And here is the Astra House space structure. This is basically almost like a home in housing in Evil 9. We have a tether that is tethering us to the structure, and it will actually repair us if we need any repair. So we're going to move. The Upwell prototype construction facility is 21,000 kilometers away, so we're not going to just thrust there. We'll actually warp to it. Here we will go away from the structure and zoom off to the construction facility. And as you can see, it's pretty big now. And it has grown substantially since the last time I saw it just a few days ago. So you can see this is what they're actually building here. This is what the Equinox structure is going to look like here. And they are using a regular normal structure here as a building base. And this will actually change over time as this is constructed over the next few weeks. Now we've got someone over here, the Fraz, in a Crow type spaceship, 7,000 kilometers away. We're actually going to move our ship over and see if we can orbit him. Take a look at what he looks like here. This is a Crow spaceship. It's a combat ship. Now, what's interesting about this guy is that he has a yellow square here. This means that this person has a security status below 0, which means he's not the most law-abiding person in the cluster. So he doesn't really care about the space police. What this means is that if he gets nervous, we could be in trouble. And he's actually moving away from us at a good clip. But it's probably a bad idea for him to actually try to engage us. The Crow is a frigate. We are in a cruiser. That doesn't mean we could take him on. Depends on how he has the frigate set up and things like that. But while we're around here, let's take a look at what combat is like. You notice there were several Garista pirates around here. Let's go take them on. So we come in here. We see something red. There's the pirates. Here are pirates here. So we're going to launch our hobgoblin drones. Take a look at the pirates. Put our shield hardeners up. No, they don't like us. Now we're starting to take a look at our hobgoblins are fighting the missile batteries here. Let's take a look at hopefully tracking them. Oh, they already got one of them. That's good. The missile batteries could actually be a problem. All right. Any other missile batteries? No, looks good. There, we took out one of our pirates. We're going to track the other two. There we go. They're all tracked. Let's start the drones on them. We're going to take a look at this hauler. We're going to actually hit it with our weapons here on the cruiser. I think we actually may be a little bit out of range there, so let's move towards that hauler. These guys are trying to jam my weapons. Yeah, that hauler is not actually something I can destroy. So I will actually stop our weapon on that. And we'll switch over to something else. Let's get this out of our track. There we go. And there we go. That's basically how combat goes. Now, what can you get out of that? Well, you can actually loot the wrecks. We're gonna go loot this over here. And we just got metal scraps. This is ammunition for my guns on the ship. Here we go. Lead charges and a 5 meganewt cold gas accelerator. There we go. And we'll grab these two over here. This, by the way, is my ship hold. Some shield stuff, more metal scraps, and finally, metal scraps and another 5 meganewt cold gas accelerator. All right, there we go. You can see our drones flying around us. You want to bring the drones into the drone bay before you leave. Many is the time when I have simply zoomed off and left the drones there and lost them. I'll show you a an NPC station. These are stations that are put into the game by NPCs, and anyone can dock in them. Each of the 4 races or empires in the game have very distinctive architecture. We're actually in Caldari space, and so this is an example of a Caldari station. The Upwell consortium that allows players to buy and construct stations. They have their own. Station look as well. All right, so with that done, we can go back to the Astor House Freeport. You can see here that we just damaged the shields by 4%, and those shields will actually repair over time. But we're actually going to sit here for a second, get the tether, and all of a sudden you'll see after about 5 seconds we'll have another icon here. Or will we? Yeah, there we go. Repairing. And you can see it, our shields are now at 100%. A repair tether will repair everything in a ship very nicely. We can take a look at this structure here. We'll put on our afterburners so we can actually do this a little faster. I don't have large afterburners on this cruiser. You can scan them down. Yes, certainly. I've sort of never been able to really do that. At that point, I usually think they're a loss. Fortunately, drones. It depends on how long you've been in the game. Drones are not a high cost item. What you're seeing here in the Astor House, by the way, is a example of a new skin. They weren't originally pink. You can color your structures now and design them in various colors and skins, which are pretty fantastic. Alrighty, let's dock. And we're in the Astor House. Nice and as safe as you can be in New Eden. Player structures can be destroyed, and if you have anything in them, depending on the area of space you're in, it can be destroyed as well. NPC stations, at this point in time at least, cannot be destroyed, so anything you have in an NPC station is safe.